Before we dive in, if you value deep historical knowledge, practical field skills, and the kind of lessons you won't hear in mainstream documentaries, make sure you subscribe to Warpaths of Europe and hit the like button. Now, let's get straight into the technique that kept frontline soldiers alive in some of the coldest, wettest campaigns of the First World War. The foundation layer relied on natural fibres that manage moisture better than synthetics. WW1 soldiers didn't call it moisture management, but they understood its importance. They always began with a thin wool undershirt worn tight against the skin. Wool absorbs moisture without feeling wet and still insulates when damp, something modern polyester copies but never equals. This layer prevented the body from losing heat through sweat, one of the main killers in trench winters. Anyone today working outdoors in cold climates, from bushcrafters to construction crews, can apply this by choosing thin merino or coarse wool as their first layer rather than cotton or synthetics that trap sweat or lose insulation. The middle layer created a dense insulating buffer that trapped warm air. WW1 troops relied on the thick grey wool tunic, a garment often underestimated by modern viewers. Its weave was intentionally coarse because rough wool traps more air than finely spun fabric. That trapped air becomes a passive heating system. The tunic also added bulk, which slowed heat loss during long sentry shifts. If you want to recreate this effect today without wearing a period uniform, use a heavy wool overshirt, wool sweater, or even a surplus military blanket cut into a poncho. Anything dense and wool-based recreates the same insulating barrier that soldiers trusted on the Somme and in the Ardennes. The outer layer acted as a weather shield rather than a heat source. Unlike modern jackets that try to be waterproof, insulated and breathable all at once, and usually fail in at least one category, World War I soldiers separated tasks by duty. They wore a tightly woven greatcoat treated with lanolin and natural oils. It wasn't fully waterproof, but it blocked wind, shed most water, and reduced radiant heat loss. The greatcoat was long on purpose, protecting the legs and preventing cold air from creeping upward. You can bring this into modern use by pairing your wool base and middle layers with a tightly woven canvas coat, wax jacket, or similar shell. The point is a wind-resistant barrier, not a padded cocoon. The key to the system was intentional spacing between the layers. World War I manuals actually addressed this. Layers shouldn't be crushed together. A little space allows warm air to pool, forming what soldiers called heat pockets. If everything is squeezed tight, you lose that microclimate. When applying this today, avoid over-tight jackets or elastic cuffs that compress your insulation. Keep each layer comfortably loose so the system functions as a whole rather than a stack of fabric. This system still outperforms many modern jackets because it is modular. Soldiers could remove or add layers instantly based on work level, weather or wetness. When we talk about field-proven, this is what it means. Simple materials arranged in a tested sequence. If you want more historically grounded survival knowledge, make sure you subscribe to Warpaths of Europe, share this video with fellow enthusiasts, and keep the tradition of real fieldcraft alive.